Hey, how's it going? Welcome to a new episode of Nobby On Cars. I'm looking forward to this one. This is the Volkswagen Touareg 286 brake horsepower, and she is a beauty. Let's go take a little look and get up close. This is what they call their innovative cockpit, and there is everything being controlled by this screen, including your air conditioning, which is down here. The haptics in it kind of give you a feel like you're about to touch them, even though you're not quite there yet. Here's your very unusual looking gear shift, kind of becoming more common though. Got the feel of a computer mouse off them. There's the controls there for your off-road settings, including snow. Where do you want to park? It'll ask you, give you the different styles of parking spaces that you're trying to fit into, all that stuff. I love the way in this part of the car, the kids will love this too, you can change the colour of your lights on the inside, the interior lights, whatever colour you want. I think there's 30 different combinations. You can even do different areas of the car, so if kids want red in the back, you can do that. It looks absolutely amazing at night time, as you can see later on in the video. Here's an interesting one. So the settings of the rev counter and the speedometer, as you know it, can be changed to whatever you like. So would you like the inside part of the right hand screen to give you road signs? That's no problem, comes in here. Would you like it to be your speed? You can change it to speed, so you always have that on. Down here to help you with the eyes on the road is the heads-up display. Panoramic glass sunroof, which just seems to go on and on and on forever. Really just well put together. The qualities of the metals, the plastics are fantastic. The stitching on the dashboard, like look at that. It's just Volkswagen carved the people and stuff that's a little bit special. These child locks that can be controlled by the driver at all times. There's no more fiddling with bits in the door. You just pop them and you can turn them on or off. You might have an older child in the car one day and a younger child the next day, and you want to stick them on. So it really is an amazing car. Inside and outside looks great as well. But what is it like to drive? Well, let's hit the road. This has 286 brake horsepower. It is a V6 TDI with 600 Newton meters of torque. 600! And the price of this car, this actual model, is €86,000. 86. But I'm sure many of you watching know that Bentley is part of the Volkswagen family. They bought it a few years back. And you can't help wondering, did they just have a little chat with someone from Bentley over the water cooler? Hey, we're making this new Touareg, you know, the new model. Thinking of doing a few things, so what do you think about this? Because the refinement in it, it's just so lovely. The detail on the dashboard, the stitching on it, it's just perfect. Now, one thing that drives me mad in cars are pedals. If the pedals don't reflect the quality of the car and the standard they're going for in the car, and they're plasticky and they look cheap and they're the same as what you get in this case a Golf, that drives me mad. Yeah, you can add them yourself, but you shouldn't have to. Anyway, you're not going to spend much time looking at the pedals, but now you hear that? If you're going too close to somebody in front of you, let's say they jam on the brakes or you change lanes, is what happened to me, and the lights went green and I hadn't fully slowed down because I was anticipating the car in front to start, and it didn't yet. The car actually started to brake for me. Similarly enough, I've driven this car on motorways, and you pretty much just have to like touch the steering wheel with your little pinky finger and it'll do the rest for you. It will keep up in traffic, even in stop-start traffic, because this is the automatic gearbox. It's just really intuitive with everything that's going on around you. One thing this car doesn't come with is 7 seats. You can't get it in a 7-seat model. Another question I've been asked a lot. But it just is so imposing on the road. The presence of it. I had a guy come up to me in a car park yesterday and say, "Do you mind me saying your car is just beautiful?" And I said, "Well, sadly it's not mine." This is the first car I've driven that has the climate control on the screen that's actually fine, because yes, it's on the screen, but it's never hidden, so it's always there. It's no different if it was actual dials and you were having to manipulate it that way. It works fine. Well done. So many nice touches around the car, from the sweeping indicators that, I mean, if you can't tell somebody's turning a corner in some of today's more modern cars, the way the indicators sweep, there is something wrong with you. Like, 286 brake horsepower and all that torque, it just it's immense. I have seen some people say there's a little bit of turbo lag in it. Is there? I don't know if I'd downright call it turbo lag. It's a heavy car. Like, it's fine. Just enjoy the surroundings before it goes, ah! One nice feature in this car is the automatic tow bar. Tow bars kind of ruined the aesthetics of a car. I'm pretty sure when the engineers were designing it, they didn't say, "Yes, let's put the tow bar on the back of the car and it will make it so beautiful." So the nice idea, that was German accent by the way, the nice idea of this is you can remove it out of sight when you're not using it, and it looks really slick. Just on the power of this car, it'll do 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. It's 5.9. That's pretty good. Like I say, it's a heavy car. It's got an 8-speed DSG gearbox, really smooth. It's permanent 4-wheel drive. There's snow settings in there for the every 7 years that we get a little bit of snow in this country. It's doing about 11 litres per 100 kilometres. It's thirsty enough. Tax band is €750, which, yeah, is a little bit high for some of today's high-powered diesels. But look, if you have the money for this car, like, €750 road tax. Some of the automation in this car actually is the steering, so it will prevent you from lane departure, but in a way I haven't seen before. Like, put it this way, a feeble person driving this car may struggle with the steering if they try and cross a white line without, whoop, just about big enough for that, try and keep you back in. Put the indicator on, no problem, which you should do anyway. Panoramic glass sunroof. This sunroof opens more than any other Volkswagen ever. So if you have the cash and you're thinking Range Rover, even Cayenne, I don't think you need to go for the Porsche. This is perfect as it is. You feel like a king driving this car. Trust me. Or a queen, obviously. For all the criticisms you can make about the display and things that might distract you from the road, it does have a wonderful heads-up display that will have your nav down the end of the windscreen, your current speed limit. It's got road sign recognition, which will keep you on the straight and narrow and away from the Gardaí saying, "Is this your vehicle?" If you like gadgets, you'll love this car, because the amount of layers and levels for every option. You go into the seats and you control the heated seats from the screen, but then you can go in and say, "Oh, I'd like these bolsters to be a bit tighter. Oh, it's been Christmas, I put on a bit of weight, let me put them out again." Most cars, you put them on, they're off. 3 settings usually. This car, you can decide, I want more heat on the back than the base. So maybe you have a sore back and but you don't want your arse to be roasting. This will sort it out. A Land Rover just went past there. This will have it, no question. It's incredible. It's incredible. Thank you for watching this episode of Nobby On Cars. I may not return. I might just go missing with this car. See you next time.